Okay, we're going to have Dhamma learning mindset together. I like to learn Dhamma. I learn Dhamma well. I enjoy learning Dhamma. I am happy learning Dhamma. Learning Dhamma is the only thing I am focused on at this moment. Pyadabi Rodi Tamago Lolo Jinjin Thin Yu Java Go Eat. Lena Kamonzwa Thin Yu Java Go Eat. Thin Yu Jinai Wilio Nichai Java Go Eat. Thin Yu Jinai Pyo Shin Java Go Eat. Lela Thin Yu Jin Kude Naita Nimiro I Seiko Tita Susai Java Go Eat. Okay, so we are going to review last 2 weeks. So as usual, I would like some volunteers to look at the slides and discuss about what you remember from last 2 weeks. William, go ahead.
So on the day we celebrate with a Wesak Day, which is a full moon day. Those 5 things that Buddha did. Number 1, he was born. Number 2, he died. Number 3, he defeated Mara. Number 4, he got enlightened. And number 5, I forgot that one.
Okay, so the day that he defeated Mara and the day that he got enlightened is the same day. Okay, so in fact, I tell you only 4 because there could be 5 if it is not a full moon day. So because we focus on the full moon day, there are only 4. Full moon day of Vesak, or full moon day of this month, or Kasson in Burmese calendar, is the day that Buddha got prophecy from prior Buddha that he will one day be the Buddha. And this is the day that he was born. This is the day that he got enlightened after conquering Mara. And this is the day that he expired or he died. Okay, so those 4 different things happen on that day. That's why it is a special day, very special day. All right, thank you, Wayne. Anybody else would like to volunteer for any other slide? All right, Andrew, pick a slide, please.
So basically the 10 paramis are basically what you do. And there's the flower, which has 10 petals.
Okay, and what is the relationship between these 10 paramis and this day?
I think Buddha told people to do the 10 paramis.
Not quite yet, not that close, but a little more complete. Jackson.
I don't really remember.
Okay, go ahead, Andrew.
I remember now. The 10 paramis are what the Buddha practiced.
Very good, thank you. So 10 paramis are the one that Buddha practiced so that he got enlightened. So for any one of us, including Buddha, if you want to be enlightened, if you want to be liberated, you gotta fulfill these 10 paramis. You gotta practice these 10 paramis. Only then you will conquer Mara, only then you will become Buddha. Thank you, Dad. Okay, all right. Another slide. Who would like to volunteer? All right, Ricky, go ahead.
For the one that says, what did Buddha say when he was born? So he said, I am the most supreme in this world. This last birth. There is no more rebirth for me. So the reason why he said this is because, like he in this life he's gonna get enlightened, and then he will go to Nirvana, and he will not be born again. And basically, when he said that, he was talking, and then he took 7 steps on, and every single step like a lotus appeared to step on, and then he said this: I'm the most supreme in this world. This is my last birth. There are no more rebirths for me. And then so you discussed like, is this scientifically possible or like not possible? And then you asked us that question, and then I believe that it's possible.
All right, thank you. Do you want to answer that question too? How could that be possible?
I think it's because like Buddha has like the powers, and like the scientifically it may not be possible, but like in I just believe it because that Buddha has like those powers, and he can do those stuff.
Okay. So scientifically, actually, Ricky, you're right. It is possible, in fact. So there are some documents that a few kids actually could walk right after they were born. Now, have you ever seen like cows and horses right after they are born? Can they walk?
Yes.
Yes, they definitely can, right? So even animals can do it. Now, it depends on your brain. If your brain is well developed in certain areas, you definitely can. So it is a great possibility scientifically that you could walk, all right? Of course, it is super rare, but it is not impossible. It is very possible. All right, thank you, Ricky. All right, Josh, go ahead.
Did we do a long and hard journey yet?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
So for the long and hard journey, so one of the things that Buddha had to become Buddha was to practice 10 paramis for Asankya and or wait, is it and or?
And
No, and 100,000 kappas, which is a very long time. So it's so long that we can't measure it at all. So so there's a metaphor saying that suppose there was a city of iron wall, one yojana, 8 miles width, one yojana high and filled with mustard seeds to the brim. A man was to take every 100 years of mustard seed. That great pile of mustard seed would be emptied and ended sooner than would an aeon. So basically, it's saying that it took a very, very, very long time for Buddha to become Buddha.
thank you very much, Josh. Thank you. All right, okay, to me, Sarah, you want to pick a slide, me?
No, thank you.
Okay, all right. Thomas?
No thanks.
Kathleen? All right, what about Eric? All right, Andrew, go ahead.
For what are the last words of Buddha? So basically his last words were Vayadama Sakara Apimadana Sampadeta. So what that basically means is to have self-awareness always.
Thank you, Dad. Thank you very much. This is very important, right? Why is that important? Because before Buddha died, one of the disciples asked, if you can summarize all the teachings that you did for 45 years, just tell us in one sentence. And this is what he said. Okay. So, and if you interpret in English, self-awareness. Okay. So, Vaya Dhamma Sankhara Apamadena Sampadeta, meaning have self-awareness always. All right, very good. All right. Dennis, would you like to pick a slide?
No.
All right. Kat?
Yeah, so for how the Buddha called Kumara, there's 2 types of Mara that he had to conquer. In a Mara, he's been doing it well, basically this whole 6 years of meditation, which is the like basically instant mind and fire uses. And he conquered it by anatta, which is like having no self no self-attachment. And then the outer Mara, which the Mara god and his comrades attacked him, he used metta and Sacca Kiriya to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Patrick. Patrick, would you like to pick a slide and discuss? No, Stella? Kevin?
No, thank you.
All right. Okay, kind.
Did we did the, what should we chant this auspicious?
Sure, yeah. No, we haven't. Go ahead.
Okay, so on this Waisak day, we need to chant the 12 words of transformation, which is the law of karma. We need to chant the first words of Buddha's after Buddha got enlightened. The 24 Vaishnavas, statues of Buddha, and the last word.
All right, thank you. Okay, so hopefully this refreshes your memory a little bit so that you can take the Kahoot quiz and score well. All right, so the question is, what did Buddha in all of his life have to practice to become Buddha in general? So, very good. None of you picked 5 precepts or 227 precepts. A lot of you picked the right one, 10 paramis. Okay, some of you practice lots of good karma for a long time. So remember, yeah, good karma can be anything, but it gotta gear towards 10 paramis. So that's what we discussed about in Versak Day or Kasong Full Moon Day, right? So the 10 parami is the right answer. All right, Sarah, Ricky, Dylan, William, and Eric. Very good. Welcome to the leaderboard. Let's get ready for next one. All right, so the second question is, how long did Buddha have to practice for to become enlightened, right? So 4 Asankhya and 100,000 kappa. So this is the right answer. A lot of you got it right. Okay, so Sarah and Ricky is saying, Kevin and George, going up, good job. George has some promise too, very good job. All right, let's go for number 3. All right, so the question is, which of the following here are part of the 10 paramis? So it is truthfulness and wisdom. Okay, 5 precept is everywhere because it's basic. So it's not part of the paramis, even though you cannot do any parami without this, but it's not part of the 10 paramis. Following the 3 zeros are not part of the 10 paramis either. So there's truthfulness and wisdom are the right answer. All right, Kevin's going to the top, and George, and Eric's going up. Let's go for next one. All right, so what is the very first thing Buddha said when he was born? Okay, so my name is Gautama Buddha. He did not mention about his name. Okay, he did say that he is most supreme, but he did not mention his name. All right, I'm the most supreme in this world. That's what he said. Look, I can walk. No, he didn't say that. I'm the fourth Buddha on this part. He didn't say that. So this is the right answer. Okay, so a lot of you answered this question, but he didn't say I am Gautama Buddha. All right, Ricky's going back up, Eric going up, and Hayne is going up. Welcome to the leaderboard, Hayne. Let's go for question number 5. So the question is, what were some of the things Buddha used to conquer Mara? So remember, there is inner Mara and outer Mara. To conquer inner Mara, he used anatta, and to conquer outer Mara, he used metta and Sacca Kiriya. So these two, the red and the greens, are the right ones. All right, William's going all the way up. Good job, William. The rest are keeping the leaderboard. Let's go for next one. So this question is a little challenging. Who was the witness for Buddha practicing the 10 paramis for all of his life? So he used it when he conquered Mara by touching the earth, and we discussed about Bhumi Mudra, right? By touching the earth, he actually said a solemn statement of truth about practicing 10 paramis. So the witness is the earth. All right, Ricky, Eric, Hayne going up. Good job. Let's go to the next one. Okay, this question is also very challenging because one, Buddha is practicing meditation and made a resolution that I am not going to leave this place, or I'm not going to end this meditation till I become enlightened. So then the night just before he became enlightened, and that night could be divided into 3 portions. Right? The first, the second, and the third. So the third watch, or the third portion, okay, just before the dawn came, and right after that, that's the dawn. realizing 12 links of dependent origination and Four Noble Truth. Then after that, he became enlightened. All right, and it's going all the way up to second. Very good. All right, so remember here the key is physically, right? So we're not asking about spiritually or mentally here. We're asking about what's the physical reason we do that. Now, if the question asks, why do we waterboard tree? All of these are true. Or if we ask, why do we waterboard tree psychologically, spiritually, mentally? Now, these could be true. But here we're talking about physically, because remember, it's in India, in Burma, really, really hot. Okay, especially if the small tree, it could die, they need water. So to grow that tree better, and whether it's too hot. Right. Right, Kevin's going all the way up. Second position, very good. All right, so this Vasak day, this auspicious day, what do we chant? Well, we chant all of this, right? 9 qualities of Buddha. The words Buddha said just before he died, 12 links of dependent origination, 24 conditionalities, because this day applies to all of these. Very good. All right, Kevin's beating the brother. The one's gone up. All right. Number 10. All right, so this question is also a little advanced. What is the house builder in Enlightenment Udana? Anika Zati Sansaranta. That's one, the words that Buddha mentioned right after he got enlightened. And he mentioned about the house builder. So metaphor. So the main cause of us going round and round in samsara, okay, named as house builder. That's our busy instant mind that holds our craving. Okay, so the Vaja and Tana, the craving, right? So the rest are not true. All right, hence going back up. The rest are the same. Let's go for the final question. All right, so this is a bonus question. What mudra did Buddha use to make an earthquake and conquer Mara? So whoever answered 3 finger salute, I salute you. I like that, but that's not the right answer though. The right answer is Bhumi Mudra. Buddha touched the ground, right? And take the witness of the earth. So that Bhumi here in Pali, it means the earth. Bhumi Mudra Okay, mudra means hand gesture. Bhumi means the earth. So the earth touching hand gesture. That's Bhumi mudra. Okay. All right. Dylan, third place. Good job, Dylan. William, very good. Ah, two brothers lead it. Good job, both of you. And Hayne and Ricky run us up. Very good job, very good job. All right, so we have been learning about the famous 11 Parittas based on the Sacca Kiriya. So 3 weeks ago, the Paritta that we learned about, what was it? What was it about? Anybody recall? So remember, we have been learning Parittas related to animals, right? So what are those Parittas that we learned about based on animals? Yes, Ted?
To get out of the trap. Or
To be out of the trap, but what animal was Buddha? Michelle?
no.
He was the quail, and it was the Parita to be safe from forest fire.
Very good to me, thank you. He was the quill and to protect from the fire. All right, very good. And what else? Andrew?
Wait, I think another one. Wait, do I talk about another one?
Yeah.
So there is the one where the Buddha was a quail and the king wanted to since the queen wanted to make the quail as the pet, the king asked the hunters to get it, but none of them could catch them. And the queen died, so he just wanted to kill the quail. So he told everyone else that if they eat the quail's meat, then they will become like immortal.
Eric, you want to correct a little bit on what Andrew mentioned?
I think the animal was a peacock.
Thank you. Okay, very good. So Andrew, your storyline is correct, but the correct animal is the peacock, right? So we talk about when Buddha was a peacock, we talk about when Buddha was a quill. Now, out of 11 Parittas, okay, there are a few talk about animals. Now we're going to talk about this animal. What is this animal?
Snake.
Snake. Now, Buddha was not a snake. Okay, so this Paritta is about protection from snakes and other poisonous animals, mainly snake. Okay, so that's what we're going to learn today. So before we talk about that Parittas, those of you who watched that movie Mudra Colin, what happened? Anybody want to answer? Jackson.
She got bitten by a snake.
She got bitten by a snake. Then what happened? Eric.
They brought her to the medicine man.
They brought her to the medicine man. All right, Sarah, what did medicine man do?
Medicine man gave her some medicine and also asked her to rest and to go into her mind and to calm her down and mindfully so she could
Look at me. All right. Anybody else want to add a little bit more? What do you think the medicine man practiced? Did he have anti-venom, a medicine that he injected into her? What did he do? What did he practice? Michelle.
He practiced a special ritual where that guy who likes her, he has to say that he loves her and a couple of truths, basically that he likes her. and like she might be healthy again.
Okay, very good. Andrew?
He was given a bowl of water,
Okay,
and he was supposed to say something true, and give the water to the woman that got bitten by the snake.
okay. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch that small clip again. And what I want you to do is I want you to pay attention on what happened and what the medicine did. Okay, and how did she get better? Okay.
Only, ဒီနားမှာအိမ်နိုင်ရှိလား
ဒီနားမှာတော့အိမ်သာမရှိဘူးမဒီတောကြီးရဲ့နောက်ဘက်ကိုတော့တွားရင်ရမယ်
နင်ရမ်းသွားကျင်သွားလိုက်လေငါလိုက်ခဲ့ပေးမယ်သွားလိုက်ပါဘယ်လောက်ထိဆက်သွားရမယ်မှမသိဘူး She needs to use restroom you need to go
No What happened?
She got bit by a snake.
Where is she? Hey! Where is she? Did you see the snake?
He saw it. Ba mươi lệ.
What way?
Bye bye.
We need to give her antivenom right away. Is there a clinic in this village? A hospital or something? Doctor! Doctor! All right. We'll take this back. Lift her.
။တောင်ကွင်းသေးထိုးဖို့စေကန်းဒီကနေ45မိနစ်လောက်တွားရမယ်။ဆေးုံပြန်သွားမှဆိုရင်တော့တောင်ကြီးဘက်ကိုပြန်သွားမှရမယ်တဲ့အမ
သူကြည့်ရတာအခြေအနေမကောင်းဘူးငွေခွေးတာကိုစေးမိမှာမဟုတ်
No clinic or hospital around here. Anivena is about 2 hours away. They are saying she gonna make it in time.
ငါမမတော့ဆိုတနိုင်ရစီရအဲ့လိုမသားနဲ့ We can't just sit around here and wait until she dies. She needs antivenom. We need to get her to the clinic. How do we get there?
We had to hike. It will take about 2 hours away.
Let's go.
ဒီကလေးမရောက်ကြည့်တယ်မဟုတ်ဘူးဒီကနေလင်းနဲ့ငမ်းလက်မောင်းရမမွေးသေးပြတဲ့ပတ်ရောက်ရောက်လိုက်မယ်
He said there is medicine man who do abnormation. It will take about 5 minutes to get to him by boat.
Is he a doctor?
ကျွန်တော်ကိုယ်တိုင်ရောကျွန်တော်ရွာနေချင်းမှာပါအဖမွေးစိတ်ဖြစ်ပြီးအသက်ကြီးပြီးခဲ့တာမနေတော့ဘူးဗျ
He said there is medicine man saved his life and many others.
Hold on. What are you guys talking about here? We need to get to the clinic. She needs antivenom.
She can't make it in time. My Babino can kill you in less than an hour. This is the only way to save her life. I heard about this area known for imported urban medicine. If they save his life, it could also save her too.
Hey, hey, don't fall asleep. Hey, Nick, don't fall asleep. Do you hear me? Hey.
။ဘာဖြစ်တာလဲ
We can Canada.
။ရှင်နေရတော့မကောင်းဘူး။ငါကဲနိုင်မကဲနိုင်မသိရဘူး
He said he cannot grant that she will live.
။သူနဲ့ဘာတော့လဲသူ
တငယ်ချင်းမဆရာ
။မင်းတို့အားလုံးပြန်ထွက်သွားလိုက်။သူ့ဘာခေါ်သွားခိုင်းလိုက်
So remember the Parittas, all these chanting that we practice, okay, has part of Sacca Kiriya. Now, especially when we talk about snake, the protection from snake and poisonous animals, we recite this Paritta called Kandaprita. Okay, so we're going to learn that today and next week. So I'm going to read in Pali and one of you will read in English. Eva me sutta ekhan samayam bhagava sawitiyam viharati jetavane anatha benika sarame Dena kapanya samina sawatiya anatara beku abitna dato kala kato hoti ataka sambahula beku yena bhagavate nupa sankamisu upa sankamitwa bhagavanta abiwa datwa ikan mata not sit demisu Ekamandana Sena Koti Beku Bhagavata Ita Dawasa Ita Bande Sawatiya Anatara Beku Abina Datta Kalakatoti. All right, the Mino link, could you read this in English, please? Sophia 1.
Wait, sorry, what did you say?
Could you please read this in English?
Okay. Thus have I heard on one occasion the blessed one was living in Savatthi at Jivana,
Yeah.
Jetawana at
Monastery.
Anabandika monastery. During that time at Savatthi, a monk had passed away, having been bitten by a snake. Thereupon many monks approached the blessed one, and having saluted him, sat beside him. So seated, those monks spoke thus to the blessed one: O Bande, a certain monk at Savatthi has died, having been bitten by a snake.
So this Paritta came out because one of the monks got bitten by a snake and died from it. So just like in certain part of United States, in Burma and in India, and where Buddha was, in certain time of the year, there are so many poisonous snakes. Okay, so here in this country, most common poisonous snake is which one?
Rattlesnake.
Rattlesnake, right? Some of you know about rattlesnake because you learned it from school, from the museum and stuff. In Burma, there are several different types. So the same thing in India. So one of the monks got bitten by a snake and died, and monks went to Buddha and asked about this occasion. So the Sutta said, Naha nuna so bhikkhave bhikkhu sattari ahiraja kulani mittina sittina fari satsehi so bhikkhave bhikkhu sattari ahiraja kulani mittina sittina pariya nahi so bhikkhave bhikkhu ahina datta kalang Kiriya. Dylan, could you read this, monks?
Monks, that monk did not radiate loving kindness towards the four-wheel tributes of snakes. Monks, had he done so, that monk would not have died of a snake bite.
Okay. So far, what do you think Buddha said? So Buddha said he died because of what? Kevin. Why did he die?
It was because of a poisonous snake.
Okay, but Buddha said if he had done this, he wouldn't have died. What was he supposed to do?
Loving kindness.
Very good, thank you. Okay, so there is Metta Sutta or Metta Prita. Now this Kandaprita, in fact, also is a type of Metta Prita, but it is geared towards mainly the poisonous animals, including snakes. Okay, so remember, Buddhism focus a lot on Metta, and out of 11 Paritas, you will see several based on Metta. Now, Kandaprita is one of the the metta practice do. So Buddha said, if that specific monk radiate loving kindness towards that snake, he would not have been bitten by that snake. Now, do you know why snakes bite and humans? Just because they want to kill you? Why do they bite?
For defense.
The voice.
All right, Tata Andrew, go ahead.
I think snakes bite people when the snakes when people invade their place, their
That's right. So snakes bite for defending themselves because they're scared, because we invade their territory, because we step on them, because they're scared that we are going to kill them. In fact, a lot of time, that's what we do. Human beings are most cruel animal in the whole world because we eat, we kill, right? We eat different animals. We eat any animal that we can get hold of, right? We eat animals from the sea. We eat animals from the air. We eat animals from the earth, right? Any animal, you name it, humans eat it, right? We torture animals. We keep them as pets. We put them in the zoo, and we're happy to see an animal caged in prison, right? We even pay money to go see them. Parents take you to the zoo so that you have fun. Well, but if you're a poor animal, you're in prison. So human beings are the most cruel out of all the creatures on this earth. Now, snakes bite you because we invade their territory. We scare them, right? We torture them. So, but if we love them, if we send loving kindness to the snakes or any animal, they will not bite us, right? So they bite you because you step on their tail or their body. They step on those little animals, they're little ones. So that's what Kandaprita came about. So here Buddha mentioned about the 4 royal tribes or the different types of snakes. So this sutta even mentioned about how Buddha categorized the snakes. So Katamani Satari Ahiraja Kulani Virupakan Ahiraja Kulam Era Patan Ahiraja Kulam Shapya Putan Ahiraja Kulam Kanya Gautamakan and Hiraja Kulam Naha Nuna Sa Bekawe Beku Imani Satari Ahiraja Kulani Mitte not sete not fari. Sase he saw Bekawe Beku Imani Satari Ahiraja Kulani. Mitte not sete not priya na he saw Bekawe Beku Abina Dato Kalam Korea. Anujana mi Bekawe Imani Satari Ahiraja Kulani. Mitte not sete not Paritta. Atagutiya, Atarakaya, Atapritaya di. Miss Sarah, could you read this for us, please? What are
the 4 royal tribes of snakes? They are the royal tribe of snakes called Viru Aka, tribe of snakes called Irapatha, the royal tribes of snakes called Chabiyupata, and the royal tribe of snakes called Ganya Gotamaka. Monks. That monk did not radiate thoughts of loving kindness toward these 4 royal tribes of snakes. Monks, had he done so, he would not died of a snake bite. Monks, I advise you to radiate loving kindness toward these 4 royal tribes of snakes for your safety, for your protection, and as a protective blessing for you.
Thank you, Dami. So in this sutta, in this Paritta, Buddha even explained the different types of snakes. Now, if we learn in detail, you will know more about what includes under each tribe. So these are like big groups of snakes. There are thousands and thousands different types of snakes, but all the snakes can be subgrouped into only 4 big types, right? So Buddha grouped it into 4 types. So that's what Buddha is talking about, and these are the different names. So Buddha mentioned that if that specific monk sent loving kindness to those snakes, he will not have been bitten by that snake, and he will not have been dead.
See how do I sound better now?
So the prior 2 slides are about the background history of this sutta or this paritta. Okay, so if you do not recite this, it's okay. You don't really need to recite this, but a lot of the monks and people in Burma recite these too, the actual background story of this paritta. The actual paritta itself starts here. So the first stanza of the actual paritta said, Virupakhi me mitta, mitta ira patthi me, sabya buddhi me mitta, mitta kana gautama mihisa. So if you recall, these are the name of the tribes of the snakes, or the different groups of the snakes, right? So Kevin, could you read this, please? I have.
I have Metta towards Virupakas, towards Arapathas, towards Tripya Bhutas, towards Gana Gautamakas.
All right. So basically, the first stanza is saying that I send my loving kindness to these 4 different types of snakes. That's basically what it is. Okay, so you will notice me mitta, right? So I am sending my loving kindness to this group of snake, this group of snake, this group of snake, and this group of snake. Simple, right? So the key here is send in your loving kindness. You're loving the snakes, you're loving the animals, right? Remember, a lot of us are very scared of snakes. Forget about the snake, even if a lot of you are scared just by seeing an odd one wiggling in front of you, right? Right? How many of you really love snakes and want to keep snakes as pet? Michelle wants to keep snakes as pet. Good. All right, Michelle is the only one. So, but in this country, a lot of people keep snakes as pet. In fact, there is a Burmese snake, very famous in this country, that people buy with a lot of money and keep as pet. What snake is that?
Burmese python.
Burmese python, right? So you're Burmese, and if you really want to keep snakes as pet, I don't recommend it, but if you want to do it, a lot of people do it in this country. The Burmese pythons are very famous, right? So anyway, so according to this paritta, you send loving kindness to all 4 different types of snakes. Okay, nothing else. The main thing here is loving kindness. Send loving kindness to Virupaka snakes, right? Arapata snakes, Sabyabhuta snake, and Kanagorma snakes. So if you don't remember the whole Pali, you can just send loving kindness to those 4 different types. That's good enough. But of course, if you can memorize in Pali, that's great. All right, so now this is the second paragraph. Apada ke hi me metan, metan dvipada ke hi me. Satopa de hi me metan, metan bahopa de hi me. So, all right, Kathleen, could you read this for us, please? I sent.
I sent my meerkat towards the footless. I sent my meerkat towards those with 2 feet. I sent my meerkat towards those with 4. I sent my meerkat towards the many-footed.
All right. So this paragraph actually expands outside of the snakes. So remember, this paragraph, the first stanza is talking only about the snakes, right? Now we go outside of the snakes because not only we're scared of the snakes, but also we're scared of the other animals. So here, padakhi, mean without or absent, right? Pada mean foot. Padakhi, me mitten. I send my loving kindness to those animals who has no feet. Like snakes. Snakes has no feet, right? So I send my loving kindness to footless animals, right? Mitten dwi pada kihime. Dwi meaning 2, right? So I send my loving kindness to animals with 2 feet, right? There are a lot of animals with 2 feet, right? Yeah, including yourself. The scariest animal with 2 feet, human beings. Stoop dehi me midden. Stoop me 4. So animal with 4 legs, like dogs, tigers, lions. And midden bahu. Bahu mean many legs, just like scorpions or just like caterpillars or spiders. So now this Paritta step with these snakes then extend outside of the snakes, including all animals, no legs, 2 legs, 4 legs, many legs, right? That's easy, right? Easy to remember. All right. Mama apa ko hindi, mama hindi di ko, mama stupado hindi, mama hindi bahopado. Miranda, could you read this for us, please?
Let not the footless do me harm, nor those that have 2 feet. Let not the 4-footed do me harm, nor those endowed with many feet.
So this is pretty much the same thing. So you are basically saying that the second stanza, you send loving kindness to those animals with no foot, 2 feet, 4 feet, many feet. Now this is because of that, you're saying that they cannot harm you, right? So let not the footless do me no harm. Okay, not those with 2 feet, not those with 4 feet, not those with many feet. That's also simple, right? So this is third stanza. First stanza, you send loving kindness to all 4 tribes of snakes. Second stanza, send loving kindness to all different types of animal. Third stanza, all these animals cannot harm you. All right, the fourth stanza. So sabbe satta tat sabbe pana, sabbe buddha sakewala, sabbe batrani pasantu, makinsi papa magama. All right, Tata Zoe, could you read this for us, please? All beings.
All beings, all living creatures, all beings who have come to rebirth, may good fortune bless them all. No harm come to them.
All right, so this, you're sending loving kindness again. You're sending that there will be no harm to any animal. Sabbe sadar, sabbe mean all, sadda mean animals, all animals. Sabbe Pana, meaning all creatures. Sabbe Buddha, all beings. Okay, Sacca Kiriya, Sabbe Batrani Patan, to no harm come to them, right? So basically you are praying for all the animals. Okay, if you are doing it, but if you are cruel to them, this will not work though. So that's why in Burma, a lot of monks who want to practice meditation in the forest, okay, they eat vegetables only. They are vegetarian. Why? Because in Burma forest, if you go practice in the forest, there are a lot of snakes. There are a lot of animals. There are tigers. So if you eat meat, chances of that, because you're mean to animals will be mean to you. So those monks who wants to practice deep meditation in the forest, they practice eating vegetables only. They are vegetarian. Okay. So if they want to be protected, if they want this Paritta or this Sutta to be effective, they have to be vegetarian. How many of you are vegetarian at least once a week, or try every now and then? Raise your hand. I want to see. Okay, tell us, Kathleen. Okay, George, no. So, all right. So what I would recommend is try every now and then. Let's say your birthday. This is how I started. When I was 8th grade, I started eating once a week because I'm Thursday born. I used to eat only on Thursday. Then I used to eat Friday for my father and for my wife. Then Tuesday for my mother. So it became 3 days. Now my older son was born. He's a Saturday born, so I eat Saturday. So it became 4 days a week. Now my twins, Yeti and William, were born. So now I used to eat 5 days a week because they were Wednesday born. So I was eating Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Tuesday. So then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Saturday, and Sunday. Then I decided, if I'm eating 5 days a week, let me just do all. But also because I like and I believe in Metta Sutta and Metta practice. So I want my Metta to be powerful to especially animals, okay, other beings. So that's why I became a vegetarian. Now, Buddha did not preach to eat only vegetables, but he did mention, especially for those monks who want to practice deep in the forest, they should not eat meat. Okay, Buddha did mention that. Now, in this Paritta, the same way, if you're mean to animal, but you harm them by eating them, but on the other hand, you don't want to be harmed by them, that's not fair, right? Is it fair? Not really, right? So, but it's not easy either to be a vegetarian. So try maybe once a week. All right, so next stanza is Apamano Buddha, Apamano Dhammo, Apamano Sangha, Pamana Wantani Sari Sapani, Ahi Visika Satapati, Ona Nabi Trabumutika. Sophia 1, could you read this for us, please?
Immeasurable in virtue is the Buddha. Immeasurable in virtue is the Dhamma. Immeasurable in virtue is the Sangha. Measurable are creeping creatures, snakes, scorpions, centipedes, spiders, lizards, and rats. Due to defilements, I have guarded myself.
I have made my protection. Departure from me, all you beings. I worship the Enlightened One and the 7 Supreme Buddhas.
Okay, so remember, a lot of preachers will have the virtue of Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. Now, this preacher is the same way. Immeasurable in virtue is Buddha. All virtues of Buddha is immeasurable, limitless. Immeasurable in virtue is the Dhamma. Immeasurable in virtue is the Sangha. Measurable are creeping creatures. Yes, there are billions and billions of animals, but you still can measure those. But the qualities and the virtues of Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha are not measurable. So mention about snakes. Look, scorpions, centipedes. Okay, forget about snakes and scorpions. A lot of you are scared of even centipedes. There are some kids like Yeti who will grab the centipedes and put it on her hand and love it. But a lot of you will be scared and run away just to see an earthworm or centipede. Spiders. A lot of you are scared of spiders, right? Lizard. Rats. Due to their defilement. I have got it myself. I have made my protection. Depart from me, all you beings. Stay away from me. Okay, so you're saying that I love you, but don't come close to me. Okay, stay away from me. I love you. I send my loving kindness. I'm here not to harm you. Stay away. Remember, let's say for the monks to go into the forest and practice meditation. Is forest your home or the animal's home? Animals' home, right? That's where animals live. So you as a monk going into the forest, you are actually treading over their home. So what you need to do is you need to send loving kindness to them and tell them that, hey, I'm here not to harm you. I send my loving kindness to you, but stay away from me. I'm not here to harm you, right? So basically that's what I said, that, hey, I love you. I send my loving kindness. I'm not here to harm you. Please don't harm me either. Stay away from me. Okay, by the power of Buddha, by the power of Dhamma, and by the power of Sangha. All right, very good. So I'm going to stop here today. I will continue next week and finish this Paritta.